everybody. Welcome to Healthy Living Life today. Today we're going to talk about a stress-less holiday, or at least a little less stress for your holiday. So sit back, get your pen, paper, take a few notes, and let's talk a little bit about how to go through not just this next week, but for the next few weeks and come out on the other side feeling a whole lot less stress. Now we know when the holidays come up, everybody's in a hurry. We're running here, we're running there, we're buying presents, we're going to the grocery store, we're doing this, some of us as youngsters, we're writing out our list. We want everything, we want to do everything. Because we know that we can and we know that we will. Well, 2020 is a whole different year. This is going to be a whole different set of holidays. The way we're going to see Grandmama is probably going to be on Zoom or Skype or Google Talk or iPhones or what have you. The way we're going to play with our cousins is going to be on some sort of Zoom. So mostly everything we're going to be doing is virtual. We're going to be going to stores, but we're going to choose times when there aren't going to be a lot of people in the store, because we know that we're living in a pandemic and we're not trying to be out there with a whole lot of people that are not doing the things that they should be doing. And we all know what those things are. And we're not trying to get sick. So, as we go through these next few weeks in these next holidays in the U.S., and the reason that I say in the U.S. is because I found out we're reaching people all over the world. So coming up next week is a U.S. holiday called Thanksgiving. And of course, coming up in the next 3 to 4 weeks is going to be Christmas and Hanukkah and Kwanzaa and many other holidays that deal with the season changing. So we don't want to get so bogged down in getting ready for the holidays that we can't enjoy the holidays. So I've got a few tips, and I hope that if you have some tips, you'll type them in and throw them up there. And I might not read them now, but we'll read them later. So here we go. Let's get ready and let's go. The first thing that I'm going to say during this time of our pandemic, 2020, is we've got to all be positive. Positive, positive, positive. And the way that I think that will help us is that when you think positive, you don't have a lot of time for stress. It lowers your stress level. So I'm going to say one thing that you can do is you can make some affirmations. And what is an affirmation? An affirmation just is a saying that says something like, I will have a great day today. I will help someone. And say that. Write it down on a piece of paper. Put it on your bathroom mirror. Put it somewhere. Carry it in a piece of paper. Look at it from time to time. And when you're feeling down and super stressed, bring it out. And guess what? Read it and you'll feel a lot better. We don't want to be so stressed that we can't enjoy family and friends. Number 2, believe everything is going to get better. If we don't start believing everything is going to get better, we're going to stress ourselves right out of our gourds, So let's start by being positive, and on that positivity, believe things are going to get better. And that's going to help us have a good holiday. How are you going to go into a holiday feeling like, oh my goodness, oh, woe is us? We've got to make it better, even if it's not the best of situations. Next thing I'm going to say, number 3, is, hey, plan some fun activities. Get on this thing called a computer. We all know. You can find some wonderful games that you can play with people, your friends, on Zoom or on whatever whatever platform that you find yourself on, you can definitely find some games that you can play. And if you want a list of them, you can just Google games to play online. That's what I did, and I came up with about 20 games. So much fun that you can have. So play some games on that day or even before that day. When you're feeling overwhelmed because the holidays are coming up, number 4, I'm going to tell you to do is go somewhere, get quiet, and take some deep breaths. What'd you say? I said, go somewhere, get quiet, and take some deep breaths. Maybe 2 or 3 or 4. Why? It brings that stress level down. It really, really does. So take that time when it just feels like, oh, I've got to go do this and I've got to go do that. And my mom asked me to do this and my dad asked me to do that. And oh my goodness, I don't know which way, what to do. So I just need to stop for a few minutes and take some very nice, deep breaths. And it'll work. Believe you me, try it. Number 5. You know, there used to be a show on television called Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? And they had this one thing that was called Phone a Friend. Phone a friend. Yeah, call somebody. Call them on the phone and say, hey, just feeling a little bit overwhelmed. Or you don't even have to say it. You all just have a conversation. All that will make you feel really, 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 really good. Now, you know what else I'm going to say, because I always say it. Get out there and get physical. You know, jumping jacks, walking in the parks, you know, walking up and down your steps. Whatever you need to do, get a little physical. Do that. That will help again. We've talked about this before, but this helps no matter what. But it will really help during the holidays. Make sure that you get some you time in. It's wonderful to go into bargain shop and to get out there and to do all the things that we have to do. But sometimes it's going to be, we need to go somewhere and just do some us time. Maybe that us time is turning up some music. And for those of you like Christmas music, you turn that on and have a good time. Whatever makes you feel good, do that. Take some you time, because that will help you get through the stressful times. This year we won't see a lot of family and friends face to face, so we won't have to worry about if your family, gets into, if you have a cousin that gets on your nerves, or, you know how families are. But you will see them on Zoom, so make sure you tell them something that you are grateful for about them. That'll cut down the stress. Oh my goodness. Hey, cousin so-and-so, I really am very happy to see you. I am so grateful that you are here today. That'll just cut it all out. Believe you me, it really, really will. And my last point that I'm going to make is be grateful. Be grateful. Not just during this time of the year, but each and every day. But especially when you're feeling overwhelmed and you think nothing is going right and you feel like, because that's really a feeling. Stop and be grateful. My grandmother used to say, count your blessings. You can call it whatever it is that you want to call it, but stop and take the time to do it. Get a piece of paper out and say, I am grateful for my mother. I am grateful for my father. I'm grateful even for my little sister that gets on my nerves. All of those things. Sit down. I'm grateful for having a home. Whatever you can find, do that. That again will bring down some of that holiday stress. Just a few tips, just a few thoughts in this time of pandemic, COVID-19, holiday season 2020. One like we've never seen before, and prayerfully one like we will never see again. So think about those tips as you rapidly move toward next week and then really rapidly move toward the next few weeks. Take your time out, make affirmations, be positive. Think of something good you can say to someone. Do your planning. Plan some games. Plan some crafts that you can do on Zoom. Plan a family activity. Remember, when you're feeling overwhelmed, stop, take some deep breaths. Also, make sure that you're taking you time. What do they call it? Me time, where you just stop and do a few things for yourself. Because remember, if you're not taking care of you, you can't take care of anybody else. Call a friend. Just have a good old conversation. And above everything else, friends, be grateful. Please. Well, that's all I've got for today, guys. I wish you the best of everything. I am grateful for all of you that tune in whenever you get a chance. And I hope to see you all soon.